Basically, I realized I wasn't good enough to get into some of like the colleges my parents would want me to get into, like MIT and stuff like that. And I wasn't really like mentally stable during that time. And well, people didn't really know because I don't tell people anything because I don't necessarily trust a lot of people with my problems. Well, I always grew up in a Christian household. My parents made me go to church all the time. I always thought of it as like a chore instead of like something I'm willing to do. But I don't know, it just felt more of a chore because I had to dress up, I had to shower real good, I had to just make myself look presentable in front of other people. And I was just like, oh, like every Sunday was just like, I have to do this every time. And I didn't really get the importance of it because I'll just go and the church I used to go to, I didn't really like pay attention. I'll go there to just be with my friends and stuff like that. So that kind of got in the way. So I was distracted in a way instead of me just, being there to actually learn about God and actually be in God's presence type stuff. My friend Quasi has been, my best friend throughout my high school career. We got closer in junior and senior year because, well, we both did track and we just have like similar interests. So we just began to hang out more and more. And this year, especially during the Kairos time, he shared a lot about his personal life with me, and I shared about my personal life with him. Honestly, it was kind of the way I would talk sometimes. I would talk very recklessly and not really mind people's feelings and stuff. So I basically just hurt their feelings. Just also the way I kind of treated like women in a way. And he called me out on that one too. I wasn't really putting Jesus at the forefront of my decisions. He kind of corrected me and told me that this is what I do and this is why Jesus is very important to me. And that influenced me to kind of be like him because he's like my brother. So, he's like, because the Bible says you should be a brother's keeper. So he kind of like coaches me to become more of a good Christian than I am right now. Out of my friend group, he's like the most like me because I like to be very disciplined and he's like extremely disciplined. So, I like to take things seriously, and out of all people that I hang out with, he's the most disciplined. So, it just kind of happened because I just trusted him to keep me in check and he trusted me to keep him in check type stuff. I was kind of stressed about college. Basically, I realized I wasn't good enough to get into some of like the colleges my parents would want me to get into, like MIT and stuff like that. And I wasn't really like mentally stable during that time. And well, people didn't really know because I don't tell people anything because I don't necessarily trust a lot of people with my problems. This year, I finally decided to open up about, my hardships and let people help me out. And that kind of took like the weight off my chest. I had a talk with Pastor Sam one day at Applebee's, and we talked about who Jesus was to me, and I explained to him how I saw Jesus as like Santa at a point in my life where I would pray and he'd give me what I asked for, but as I got older I realized that I wasn't getting the stuff I wanted to get. And then that kind of gave me a kind of a disbelief in Jesus because I was like, I'm praying for this and I'm not getting it, why? And stuff like that. So it contradicted what I thought Jesus was. As I get older, I realized that Jesus is many different things, but the most important thing is that he's here to save us. And well, with my experience with him, not in my life a couple of years ago, but he's always there for us, even if you don't realize it. And if you ever kind of reflect back on your life, you would see that he was there and he was just working his magic. I want to get baptized because, I'm ready, because there's nothing what am I waiting for? There's nothing I'm waiting for. So I thought that if I was to get baptized, I have to be the perfect Christian, but I realized that you don't really have to be perfect to get baptized. You just have to do it when you feel like you're ready. My name is Jerome and I've decided to follow Jesus.
Woo! Yeah! Awesome.